You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
The last ever dolphin message was misinterpreted as a surprisingly sophisticated attempt to do a double backward somersault through a hoop whilst whistling the Star-Spangled Banner. In fact, the message was this: so long and thanks for all the fish.
Why you gotta take it there? Retake. This isn't good. We're not talking about any integrity in this room. We are trying to exploit a generation. Did I ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy. You guys played footsie under the table? No. Yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No. There's vampires. Vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 196. I'm your host, John Rowe.
And I'm your co-host, Adam Ham.
All right, he's joined by my co-host, Adam Ham. You fucked your lines up.
I think you didn't say...
You think I...
Yeah.
No. I'm always right about everything.
Are you?
100%.
That's... must be nice.
I could show you the world, Adam.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
But I won't.
Oh.
Because you fucked it up.
Right.
I'm playing with the screw right now.
Yeah?
I have a screwdriver, and then I also have a microphone thing that is a thing that is only something that people that have microphone connections know it is. It's a little ring that has a wider gauge thread on the inside and then a thin thread on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm making myself sneeze. This is great. Let's start again. Welcome to Born in the 80s.
Because that's... yeah.
Sneeze
no, there's a lot of
take.
energy there.
The sneeze takes all the energy out of you, Adam.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it steals your soul.
Oh.
It's like that.
That's science.
Yeah, well, it's like that North Carolina thing that happened about the solar panels.
Oh, yeah, because they just suck up the sun.
They just suck up all the sunlight. Adam,
Yeah.
you know what my first reaction was when I heard that news article?
It wasn't real.
That it was some guy who wrote it was editorializing a bunch of what people were saying, because it was just one, like, local news reporter at, like, a school board meeting, like, town hall type thing. And it was like, and everyone was like, yeah, nobody said that. He wrote that. But some people also did some other weird... The lady who did say that they might cause cancer was not being ridiculous, and that is also equally ridiculous. But I think that it's funny because you read that entire article. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's an article that came out in some local newspaper in some small town in North Carolina where they wanted the town to vote against zoning some land that's just outside the city limits for a solar power farm. And then there was a bunch of people, like, it was like one of those scenes from Parks and Recreation where all, like, the townspeople have all their ridiculous, like, objections to everything. And that was for real, and then the person who wrote about it kind of maybe didn't embellish it, but paraphrase things in a bad way, I think. That made the people look stupider than they actually were. But it sounded like more of the argument was actually about that the, like, solar farm would just, like, take away, like, jobs and, like, take a large chunk of land and not use it for development. And they're like, everyone's leaving the town anyway, and now we're going to have a bunch of land we can't use for anything because there'll be solar panels on it. Yeah. It was more the argument I was reading and not some crazy anti-science thing, which was pretty funny. Yeah. First story. Shotgunned out the barrel. Adam, what's your hot take on the hot takes?
Hot take on the hot takes?
The hot weather.
Oh.
It's been all over the country. It has been warm as shit this December.
I've been liking it.
The 10 seconds you spent outside were glorious.
Yeah, absolutely.
The walk to the car and the home and to the car at work were glorious.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still pull your car up directly to the door?
Yeah.
Adam has like a driveway, and he pulls his car all the way up, but not all the way up the driveway. Just stops it so that his door, like, you know, I believe though that there's like a perfect, like, you've gotten like this OCD-ness about it, where like you open your car door so it's perfectly like aligned with the other door. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just lined up so you can just go straight, like without having to make any turns.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Like having used to have parked my parents' car like in the garage multiple times. There's something about like getting it lined up just exactly perfect that feels like interesting and exciting in a way that is untellable. I don't know how to describe it. It's just one of those weird like feelings. Like it just connects right. It's like putting the last piece in a puzzle. You know, you're just like, yeah, that was good. Finishing the last word in a crossword. Adam, give me another example.
I don't know.
Good. Adam's on point tonight.
Eating the last bit of food on a plate.
Okay. I was poignant. Moving on. Let's see. What else? So, yeah. You know, global warming and whatnot, of course, is causing the December to remember weather-wise.
Great. Let's have more of that then.
It's not. I mean, you know, it's someone said saying that this warm December is because of global warming is just as reductivist and stupid as someone saying, "Here's a snowball in April. Oh my God, it's cold in April, so obviously there's no global warming."
Right.
Like, no. It's much more complicated and boring than that. Is how it all works. Anyway, so let's move on. Adam, how's the week been?
Pretty good.
Adam's had a birth week. He was born.
I was born?
You were born.
I was.
On the 15th of December.
Uh-huh. Back a ways in years.
1980. Something.
Higher than that. Yep.
1980 something, because born in the 80s. Near the podcast.
1980X is when I was born.
1984.
Thank you.
Well.
Thank you for that.
Well, what's wrong with that? You're 31.
Now all I need is the last 4 digits of my social, and I'm boned.
You're boned?
Yeah.
Your hand boned? 2794.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Well, you know, you shouldn't leave the card out.
You know, actually, that's way too close to what it actually is.
I want you to say a bunch of numbers for me, and I'll tell you if it's way too close to mine.
5968.
No.
No.
You got 1 digit correct out of that.
I think you got, like, almost 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. You have one digit. That now will be hacked. Except for that absolutely no one listens to this. So I was actually thinking about like podcasts, right? And how infinitely more secure they are. So like what I was saying is, and now saying this is going to put me on the watch list, but like if like ISIS wanted to like plan attacks, no, but it was really interesting because someone was talking about how you know the San Bernardino people or whatever didn't actually post anything on Facebook or whatever. It was all like direct messages, and I was like, the most secure thing, we put a podcast on iTunes, say a bunch of shit, and no one would ever listen to it, but it would be shareable around the entire world. Because you can't track any metadata in a podcast because it's not text. You know what I mean? So you can't just like pull, you know, the word like jihad from Facebook and then look at every post, you know, because Facebook, I'm sure, has all of that data free for the government to search through, which is totally fine. That's what they're looking for. But I'm saying, man, podcasts. But then again, this advice is falling on deaf ears because no one will hear this. So it's kind of the catch-22 of the world. So also don't do that. That's my advice.
Great.
Don't do what I just said because that's a bad
just
thing.
giving advice to everybody.
Anyone that needs anything secure.
Yeah, any ne'er-do-well out there.
Yep. Or good duel.
Or,
Wait, what is the Gour duel?
No, I'd say it's air duel.
Okay, it's air duel. I want to say Gour duel.
It sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible, but that's why I'm saying it. Gour duel.
What is that? What is that even like a mixture of?
It's good duel.
Where's the R? Like Gour duel? What the
good duel.
Where's the dirt coming from?
Good or do well.
Good. What the? Okay, that's terrible. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Well, what? Yeah, you have the Daughter Bright and Soda Pop Mike's album.
Yeah, so you really know.
Actually, you don't have it. I have your copy.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
You have the physical copy?
I have a physical disc of it. I think you gave it to me when you moved.
Yeah, I probably never wanted to see it again.
Well, now it's in a box that when I'm looking for cables in my storage closet, I find this CD and the delightful children smiling at my face. Yes.
Daughter Bright herself.
Daughter Bright herself is beaming onto my visage. As I determine the best way to be a Goor Duel. Okay, wait, what were we talking about when we were talking about? Oh, yeah. Podcasts are super secure. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I also like that, 2015 ended up being, the year of the podcast.
Did it?
Yeah, kind of. I'm hearing, on NPR, they're just podcasts, what are they? They've gotten popular this year. It's I've been,
I heard
2007 was when I started listening to podcasts. 2006.
I started hearing those around 2010, I think, where they were podcasts are a thing.
Podcasts. What are they? How can I get them? My radio phone.
I cast these pods upon my iDevice.
My iDevice. And now, no, people don't even use pods anymore.
No. Well,
iPod is obsolete.
A couple will still have the pod.
I have an iPod Touch right in my hands right now.
There you go.
A 32 gigger, and I don't use it because it's slow as all hell. Because I bought it in 2011, so it barely can run itself anymore because it's old.
They still have those nanos and stuff too.
Yeah. But the only iPod I'd really ever want is the giant one. That can hold a ton of music.
You might as well get the phone then. I mean, that.
Why? You can't have a ton of music on a phone. You only got 32 gigs.
Nope. My phone is a 128 gig.
Okay, well you're a fucking ridiculous loser. 128 gig phone?
Yeah.
When are you ever going to use that?
I'm using more than 32 of it now.
How? You just put your iTunes library on there?
Some of that. And a little bit of... Yeah, pictures and stuff, too.
Pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Adam.
What?
How could you use that much space? The cloud, Adam.
Actually, you know what honestly takes the most space on my phone?
Apps?
Well, maybe. But, more directly, podcasts.
Yeah, that's true. You got a weekly show and you don't delete them regularly. That 60-ish megabytes an episode adds up.
It does.
Yeah, definitely. I know that. I have mine set to auto delete them if it's over a month old. What's your podcast app of choice? Let's get into this. You're the podcast.
Well, when I was on Android, I used Beyond Pod.
That's what I use, and it's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
It costs $5, I think.
Some people said Dogcatcher was good. I ended up trying that out too, but I didn't like it.
I mean, Beyond Pod is great. It
Beyond Pod is great.
Looks good. It auto fills in images and it just looks good. And
now that I got an iPhone, I use Downcast, which it works really well too.
That's the one I've heard is pretty good. Because actually, I've heard that one's just the best. Was that free as well?
No. There might be a free version of it. I don't know, but oftentimes if it's something that I'm going to use pretty often.
Oh yeah, of course.
I just fucking pay. I don't want to see shitty ads all the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's if I'm going to use this every day, and it's $3.
Right, I know.
It's come on, one time I pay. I know, but it's kind of this weird thing that people, not you and me, because we're kind of techie, nerd, savvy people.
Yeah.
But regular folk just will not spend money on apps at all. It's just I won't ever get a paid app.
I used to be that way, kind of, because I just didn't see the point of... I just didn't feel like buying software on my phone.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just too transient. I never used it for stuff I would use, for my laptop or computer.
Yeah.
But I mean, despite how I thought things would go, or how I wanted things to go, things are definitely much more mobile based now. Like, I mean, you're
That's
just
right.
as likely to search something on your phone as you are to type it into a
That
laptop
is
or whatever.
100% correct. And I find that my main desktop computer I never use anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
use it for video games. That's about it.
Yep, that's it. Like, I just to play video games and to record this podcast and edit it. And then when I'm not on my computer, I am on my tablet, and I use that for like absolutely every web browsing reading that you could ever imagine.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, I got my laptop, and this is all I use it for. I use my laptop once a week to record the podcast, and that's it. Because if I'm at my desktop, maybe I'm looking at the big screen TV, browsing or whatever. Sometimes I'll use a desktop, but if I'm not at the desktop and I'm looking something up, it's not going to be on my laptop. I'm not gonna pull that thing out. I'm just going to grab my phone and do a quick search. Yeah. So I've definitely moved to the point where I will spend a couple bucks to make my life easier in the long run. That's phones and apps.
That's phones.
Yeah. I do find I need to like go through though and just fucking clean some house because I've got way too many that have built up. I don't use.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's that.
That's that.
Yep.
That's the catchphrase now.
Okay.
That's that. All right,
Grease
Adam.
is the gravy had a good run, but
The grease is the gravy. Had a good run. But it's over. It's that's it. Wait, I even lost it. What was it originally? That's that.
That's that. Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Moving on.
Okay.
All right. Let's move. Let's fly a kite, as they would say.
Go fly
Up to the highest height.
Up to
The highest height, as they would say.
Go
Adam,
fly. Yep.
stop.
Sorry.
You're Adam.
Is that Mary Poppins?
Yes. No, I have the same thing. I have a laptop that I also use only once a week for playing my Pathfinder Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah.
I bring that, load
I'm
up my
surprised
character
you
sheet
haven't
and stuff on it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm surprised you haven't moved everything over to the tablet for that, too.
Oh, yeah, I wish I could, except for that there's no fucking Android app for fucking Hero Lab.
Oh, right, yeah.
We're just gonna do an Apple app. Fuck you. I'm pissed about that. Because they did it like 2 years ago and they still haven't ported it.
They have an iPhone, I should get that.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's fucking awesome, actually. I get that. Awesome.
Yep, it is awesome. You'll never use it, but it's awesome.
That's true. Yeah, I will never use it.
Well, don't you have your D&D group?
I used to.
What happened?
They'll explode. I don't know.
They exploded? Adam, is this something you want to say on the air? You know what? Never mind. It's a secure channel. No one will ever hear this, so... I can say what I really think about those neighbors of mine. You know what I think about them? They're nice and quiet because I never hear any neighbors. It's awesome
great.
in this apartment.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Excited to see what?
Your apartment.
Oh shit, you haven't been here.
Yeah, I know.
There's a bed for you. And right now, on the bed, if I had my phone, I'd take a picture, is a cat sleeping.
Excellent.
So you'll have cat friends.
That's how I like my beds.
That's true. You like to have a bed. I actually read an article somewhere that said people that sleep with pets have less mental health problems.
I would believe that.
It's just like a thing. Like you're just more comforted having something else like next to you.
I want to get like a dog.
Yeah.
And half the reason is so that I can cuddle with it.
Yeah, I mean, of course. And dogs love that shit. So,
exactly.
Cats don't like it as much.
No.
Cats like to be near you, but they don't like you to like grab them.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Unless you're George. And that cat loves being picked up and held. But that's not usually the case.
No.
Yeah. So what? All right. Moving on. Anything else going on this week? Sorry, I don't want to cut you off before I get into my week. Just playing games.
Yeah, I had the birthday.
Had the birthday. The big old
fun.
XX.
Yeah. More. Yeah. I'm
31.
20. I'm 20.
You're 20.
You said XX. Yeah, the big old XX.
No. I went like big old dash.
Oh.
Like big old redacted.
I see.
You know, big old bleep. If I wasn't too lazy, I'd put bleeps in there.
I thought you were going with Roman numerals.
Roman candles.
That would be awesome.
Though, wouldn't it be awesome though? Yeah? Alright. No, so you turned 31.
Yeah, I did.
I'm getting it out. I'm pulling the Band-Aid off. Adam.
Yeah, okay. All right.
As a member of the 30 Club. Oh man, saying that out loud right now, I just realized what I just said.
That's right, you did.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
As a member of the 30 Club, I feel like I need to out you.
Okay.
As a member of the 30 Club, you can't hide in the 20 closet for much longer. You need to be.
I don't think that I've ever actually said
you were.
Yeah.
But did you say that you were 30? Adam, it's part of being in the 30 Club is that you need, before every conversation, you need to let everyone know your age.
I'm pretty sure you mercilessly did the same thing last year because I was hitting 30.
Oh yeah.
So
I was like, I'll be dead before then. And then what happened? I wasn't.
No.
31. But you know what? The sting is gone after 30.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is. It's just like, you don't even know what 20 is anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just gone. I already see it in the review. It's like, all right, well, the 40 is the big one, but 40 is not even bad. 40 is like, 50 is the old one, I think. That's the one that's going to suck.
40 is going to suck. Me, I don't know.
40 doesn't seem old anymore. 50 is the one that's like, oh boy. Now you're getting close to retirement age. You think about this, Adam. I'm going to tell you this, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, think about 30 this way.
Yeah.
You're not even halfway to retirement age.
I hope.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to live your entire life that you've had up to this moment.
Yeah.
Plus 4 more years to be retired. Like, that's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Think of like 1984 to now. You're going to have to double that and then add another half decade, basically, to be retired. Although, for you, I don't know how it works for state workers.
I think it's pretty much the same.
Is it just 6-5? It isn't like you can get out early?
You might be able to get out early.
You get early release day?
Yeah, something
early
like
release
that.
Months from your life of job?
I didn't pay that much attention to it because, I don't know.
You'll be dead by then.
Yeah, probably.
That's the way I live my life. I've said this many times, my philosophy. I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast, though. You know my philosophy, right? About, worrying about things?
Don't.
Anxiety?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the samurai neighbor defense. I'm gonna look up this news story.
Okay. What news story?
Well, this happened. Let's look. New York Daily News. Yeah, it's in Watertown. This guy was walking out to his car, right? Mm-hmm. To get. Let me just read the whole news story.
Okay.
Okay. A week long. It's New York Daily News, so I might try a different website before I read the news story. Let's see. Let's get the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel on. Wait, this is like last year. This is another samurai sword. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. Oh my God, really? Adam, I'm feeling bad now.
Yeah.
Because I made this anecdote up, and there's been another example of my anecdote that happened since I made up that anecdote. There's been more than one neighbor samurai sword stabbing in Wisconsin. God, this was years ago. Oh my God. Because I used to find this story and talk about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. As here's my... Oh, is it Sun Prairie? No. Adam, the fact that I looked up Wisconsin sword death and there's a billion that happened this year is really, really making me feel bad. Oh my God. It's what, Adam? Oh, fuck. I just thought I would have this immediately. Oh my God. I'm vamp for a minute while I find this.
Yeah.
It's not 2014. Adam, come on. Wait, guilty and fatal sword attack on neighbor. All right, here we go. Commit the penalty.
All right.
So there was one that happened last year, almost exactly the same. Okay, Zachary Shams, who had claimed to be the reincarnation of an ancient Egyptian priest, pleaded guilty Tuesday to killing a neighbor with a sword and was sent to a state mental hospital to serve his lifetime commitment. Shams, 25, was convinced that his neighbor, Sun Prairie resident Anthony Edelbeck, 31, oh boy, Adam, was stealing his psychic energy because he was jealous of Shams' musical talents, according to a report by 2 doctors. He'd even contacted a psychic about Edelbeck. The decision to kill Edelbeck... Okay, who wrote this? The decision to kill the neighbor, according to a report, came after Shams couldn't afford to see the psychic again, deciding that killing his neighbor would be the best way to protect himself. They have the exact story that happened. Here it is. So basically this guy had a crazy neighbor who he didn't really know very well, right? He bought a sword just days before this happened. The guy was walking out to get into his car to leave for work in the morning, and this neighbor came out with a sword and stabbed him to death with it. And that's it. There was no inkling any attack was imminent. There was nothing. You never talked to him. So that's what I'm saying, Adam, is that live your life as if your neighbor is going to kill you with a samurai sword at any moment, because it could happen.
Yeah, I guess so.
No point in worrying about anything that's ridiculous, because something like that can happen to you at any moment. There's another man in 2014, a 29-year-old man charged with first-degree intentional homicide after a fatal sword attack in an apartment above a Watertown bar, had been ranting all week saying everyone was evil, and he claimed that he was God himself. And he killed his 27-year-old roommate, I guess, who lived with her husband in a point about her. That's it. He's crazy. Said he was God and snapped. So that's the thing, Adam. Live your life. So 31, Adam. How's it going? What'd you do for your birthday? Anything exciting?
Well, watched a whole lot of Adventure Time.
Okay, come on, get your friends.
Hypothetically partook in some natural herbage.
Okay.
Hypothetically.
That's good.
Maybe a lot.
You're really dodging around that. Okay.
I got some small gifts, also mostly hypothetical gifts.
Okay, yep.
Actually, I got a nice little lighter and ashtray and a poker and some wraps, like cigarette wraps and filters.
Cool. Roll your own cigarettes, huh?
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Why not?
With completely hypothetical tobacco leaves. Tobacco leaves.
Okay, good. You really...
Yep.
It's real, all above board, Adam.
Yes, absolutely.
It's okay. No one will ever hear this, so no one knows what you're talking about. You're like double protected. This is like two-factor authentication on your like personal life. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you're not even talking about it, and it's in a form that no one can search for.
If you want to hear it unencoded, just be sure to reply back to the text message I will send everybody who listens to this.
Yes, play this podcast backwards.
Yes.
Get the URL that Adam is saying. Go into that. There's an ARG. Find the coordinates.
Right.
There'll be a secure drop. What were those called? What's that game?
Like a dead drop?
No. What's that game like people used to do? It was like where it would be a map.
Geocaching?
Geocaching. Yeah, there'll be a geocached, terrible Asian supermarket food item that you have to eat.
Ugh.
And then in the bottom of the bag, there'll be like a wrapper that has like a secret URL that has an encoded podcast episode on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of the episode 200 experience. Adam and I will devote our lives to an ARG.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
And then the ARG will just end up me acquiring your phone number and then just doing the coacher thing for you. Which means I'll just call at you and then yell at you to, like, go outside.
Yeah.
And stop watching Netflix. That's what's going to happen if I get your phone number. That's what will happen.
Yeah.
Okay. What other... so that sounds fun. That sounds... really exciting is not the word I would use.
It was not exciting, but it was very enjoyable.
Cool. You're comfortably numb, if you will.
Yeah, I would go that far.
Okay.
I was comfortably...
As Pink Floyd would say.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, because we all know.
As it turns out, hypothetically, watching Adventure Time is awesome.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that again. I don't ever want you to be that person. I never want to hear you say that. It's so much better, man.
I'm not saying better. I'm just saying it's a good thing to watch while hypothetically high. As is Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know my experiences with watching stuff with people that were hypothetical is they're like, what just happened? What was that? What did he say? I don't even remember.
That is hypothetically me, actually, because...
Yep. So it's better because you don't know anything that happened.
No. I'm not saying... for one thing, I'm not saying it's better.
Okay.
And for another thing, I'm not so much somebody who like just forgets the last couple seconds.
Yeah.
As I
you just do that normally.
Yeah.
But you don't need any help with that.
Hypothetically, like falls asleep after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Partaking a bit.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need any help with that. You just fall asleep.
No.
Not even trying.
Exactly. It just makes it yet worse.
I just need like, can we get one of those like those car driving aids? You know what I mean? Like the thing that you clip on your ear. They can like detect when your head like nods to a certain level and it makes a little noise to keep you awake.
Yeah.
You just like head tilted and go, deet. And you're like, oh, awake.
Wow, that's awesome. I never heard of those. That sounds great.
Oh yeah, man. Not hard. Did you see the Netflix socks that Netflix put out?
No.
Oh, dude, you need these, man. So they didn't put out. There's not a product you can buy, but it's actually just a detailed step-by-step instructions on how to knit and build a pair of Netflix socks, right? That will pause your Netflix when you fall asleep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the socks have like a gyroscope, or not a gyroscope, accelerometer in them, so they can tell when they haven't moved for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, even when you're like watching TV awake, you still are going to shift a little bit, you know? You're still like, move your leg a little bit to the left, to the right, shift, uncross, recross legs, you know, all that stuff. That happens. But when you have not moved for like, I don't know, a set amount of time that you can set yourself. It'll just pause your Netflix. So no longer will you wake up 40 episodes later into The Facts of Life or Family Ties. You're like, what just happened? That's an item right there. That's what I have to say. Adam Ham?
Cool.
Anything else about your birthday? That's it? Just kind of hung out?
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Hung out, watched some TV. Yeah, what do you think about Adventure Time? How far are you in?
I am like in the 4th season.
Okay, that's about where I'm at too.
It's really good.
It's incredibly good.
It is.
Like to the point where I can't believe how good it is.
Yeah.
It is just an incredibly, just beautifully animated. It looks gorgeous. It really is kind of super dark in some ways.
Yes.
Which I really like. Has a little bit of an edge to it. But it also just kind of has this really deep, like, I don't even know how to describe this, like kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons style fantasy world, you know?
Yeah.
Where there's just like monsters that are like hidden, and it just has kind of that deep, like maybe Tolkien-esque, like depth to like the world building.
Well, I don't know if you caught this or not, but like, Ooh is actually.
Oh, I know, it's Earth.
Yeah, it's Earth.
Yeah. That's hinted at quite a bit. The nuclear war, as they call it, the Mushroom War, which is mushroom clouds, kind of like just devastated Earth and made everything. So basically, every creature in the land of Ooh is like a radioactive, like mutation, you know.
Which is basically like Fallout, except like a fantasy Fallout.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Kind of. But yeah, it's really cool because like you said, first of all, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, it's got some really like adult-ish themes, and it can be dark.
Yeah,
and so a lot of the characters are great, and a lot of them are flawed.
Yeah, definitely.
Like especially like even Princess Bubblegum. Who's supposed to be like this nice princess, but she's often like doing these weird experiments on people and like creating weird things like lemon grab, who is insane and ridiculous.
Yep.
And like just fucking being super weird and intense when she's working on stuff, like slapping shit out people's hands, and like also she seems to have like no regard for her subjects' lives a lot of the time. Or at least her guards and stuff. She's like using these banana guards as like a barricade at one point. Just, I don't know. It's kind of funny. And, like you said, it's neat. You get these glimpses at the deeper world or characters like backstories, which are really cool all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really weird stuff. Fiona and Cake episode, which is
whoa, Adam,
amazing.
You roboted out for a minute.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It could have been me. It could have been you. But let's go back. Wait, it's great. Yes, you were going to say Fiona and Cake.
Yes,
100%. Incredible.
Yes, the occasional Fiona and Cake episode.
That's amazing. Right. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
The show is just incredible, and it has great voice actors. Has great animation, great deep story. It's like good for I think kids would love it. Mm-hmm. But also, it's kind of a thing you could watch with your kids and still enjoy it yourself.
Yeah. Which
is kind of the dream for all, like, children's television.
Right.
It's something that parents can stand, but, like, this is something parents actually might enjoy.
Oh, totally.
And kids would love because of all the fairy creatures running around and colors and slapstick comedy, that happens in it. So, yeah, man.
Totally.
Great. Glad to hear.
Yeah.
Regular show is also incredible.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes of that. I do want to see more of it. It seems really good.
Well, we can watch more when you come up.
It's kind of like
I got it.
It seems like it's kind of one tier below Rick and Morty and Adventure Time to me so far. Like I haven't seen enough that maybe to like put it somewhere. But
I would say it's on the same level. You just kind of have to watch more of it. I guess it's much more pop culture-y. It's kind of based in the real world, but it's also kind of based in like I don't even know how to say it, like a Homestar Runner kind of style, like world where it's like kind of like time stopped around the mid 90s to late 90s. So like they play video games, but it's like Genesis, type or Super Nintendo. Yeah. So that is, I don't know, that's kind of how it is, I guess. And they work on like I don't know, they work as park like janitors basically, and all sorts of zany stuff happens. But like the idea is that every episode kind of just begins with this like normal stuff happening, and then like, all right, now where's the part where it goes stupid? Like, because I'm just like, all right, we're gonna go to this like wrestling show, but then it's like, turns out one of the wrestlers is like an intergalactic alien who needs to test who could be the best wrestler, and if they don't, Earth explodes. Like every episode kind of turns into like that 80s action movie type like cliche kind of thing. I don't know. I love that show though. I think I like Adventure Time more, but it's real close to that. So man, Cartoon Network knocking it out of the park with its television offerings.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, Adam, I got to ask you a question before we get on to my stuff.
Okay.
What's a cookie tote?
Oh my god. Cookie totes. Yes.
So this is a
Cookie
McDonald's
totes.
offering that your brother has bestowed upon you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he made me aware of it. And
Okay.
He's the
What's a
first to
cookie
bring one
tote?
home. Okay. They are $4.99.
Okay.
And they are a baker's dozen of chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
You get 13 cookies for $5. And you get them, and they're usually warm and melty and delicious, and they're really good.
I didn't know McDonald's made a chocolate chip cookie.
I know, right?
Yeah. When I worked at Mickey D's, there was apple pies
Yeah.
and the seasonal custard pie, which is the best
The
one.
holiday pie, yeah. Those are pretty
And
good.
then there's a pumpkin style pie as well, and a cherry pie. Apple's always there, but the other pies are kind of seasonal. And there were the little mini shortbread cookies, but I never heard of a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, no, these are chocolate chip cookies, and they are good-ass chocolate chip cookies.
All right.
And yes, cookie tote.
So this is Adam's McDonald's secret menu tips.
Yes.
Do you have any other insider secret menu McDonald's information?
Not at the moment, no.
No?
But,
You need to get another tip, Adam.
Yeah?
This is a weekly segment right now.
Oh, I don't think... I
Oh,
can
don't
support
tie you
that.
down to one simple request every week?
I don't know anything about secret menus at McDonald's.
Not even secret menu, just a secret McDonald's secret.
A McDonald's
Behind
secret?
the mask, the clown mask.
Oh, wow.
Behind the clown. Behind Ronald.
I don't know. I'm not
Get
exactly...
Right behind Ronald, Adam.
Oh.
Deep up in there.
Okie.
Well, you gave me the cookie tote, and I crave more.
Okay.
Like, is there
see.
like a secret amount of nuggets? Can you get like a 3-nugget pack? Is that an option?
No.
I don't know. You're the expert.
All right.
I'm gonna hound you
guess-
on this.
I guess I'll
Yeah, give me another tip.
It's
gotta be something.
now.
No, not now. Next week we're
Okay.
tanting it.
Good. All right.
We gotta like, how can you get a McDLT again? Does it exist anymore? I don't know. McDonald's secrets.
I didn't know they existed ever.
You know the McDLT.
Ah,
No, it's made so that the warm side stays warm and the cold side stays cold.
cold side. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Adam, McDLT.
What is that?
How do you not know what a McDLT is?
Because apparently you know more about McDonald's than I do.
All right, Adam, you want to tell me what you remember the Big and Tasty sandwich?
Briefly.
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. It's a quarter pound, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it came in a super long box.
Uh-huh.
And so one side was the bottom bun and the burger on top of it, right? And then the other side was the tomato, onion, lettuce, cheese, ketchup, mustard on the other side. So they're separated. The boxes are separated so that the lettuce, tomato, onion, and stuff stay cold, and the burger stays hot, so you don't get like the limp lettuce or the, by the time you eat your sandwich home.
Yeah.
It was a really dumb thing that absolutely nobody caught on with. But that's the thing. Adam, what about McDonald's spaghetti?
Did not know it existed.
That's a thing too, apparently.
Awesome.
Mixed spaghetti with soft drink.
See, now you're busting through all my secrets.
This is not a secret that you have.
I didn't know about spaghetti, man. That's something I could have used.
That isn't the thing that you can get now. This is like weird old McDonald's things.
Even still,
like the McPizza.
That could have been. That could have. See, these could like fulfill weeks for me.
These are things that everybody knows.
I don't know these things. Never heard these things.
Okay, well, I want McDonald's secrets that we can use now.
Well, that's a tall order.
Remember the Arch Deluxe?
No. Oh yeah, kind of.
It was like, oh, it's a quarter pounder with less shitty ingredients.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I will not spoil any more McDonald's spoilers for you. No more mixed spoilers, if you will.
No.
Okay.
Certainly not.
Mm-hmm. Adam Ham?
Yes.
So we did Cookie Toe. You want to go see Star Wars? That's coming out. By the time this episode is up, which will be, I think, the day that you can go see it, this episode will be live, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So... I can't say what it's gonna be like, but next episode I can say how good it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Adam won't be able to though, Adam, because you want to see Star
so.
Wars, but can't. Is the note I have.
Well,
by next Monday, will you be able to see Star Wars?
Doubtful.
Monday or Tuesday, actually, because I could record Tuesday as well. Because holiday break for my gaming group.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Well, I could see it when you come up here.
That's That's possible.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I haven't done a whole lot of like checking and stuff like that, but I just know that like the first
he's just pessimistic right now.
Couple of weeks are gonna be sold out of people wanting to see Star Wars.
Just go see it at an off hour.
I don't.
The only time, so I got my Star Wars tickets on Monday night. I think I got them. And I was just like, oh, fuck it. I'll just get them because I don't want to wait till next week to see this movie. And so the earliest I could get that wasn't seats that were in the direct center or weren't like single seats by fucking in middle of rows that were stranded by nerds that are going alone, and taking it. Because like the way that all the movie theaters, the Marcus Theater is here in Madison now, is it's all the Dream Loungers. You know what those are? We saw Fast and the Furious in the Dream Loungers, like those recliner chairs.
Okay,
they like have the auto like leg thing that comes out and you can lay back basically.
Yeah.
So Adam can fall asleep even easier in movies.
Oh yeah, sounds dangerous.
Well, just have a little pep. Take a couple pep pills. Get some poppers. Anyway, that's what you want to do. No, but they've made every single theater in that building is those seats. So like the small screens have like 30 seats in them, which is ridiculous. But whatever. It's the way the world is now. But these Dream Lounger seats are nice, but like they're kind of set up so where like each like 2 seats is kind of connected together in a little pod. So they're not like next to each other, but like between like each like set of 2 seat things, there's like a larger gap than like the 2 seats that are closer together. Like the 2 seats that are closer together, you could lift up the center arm, right, and get like just a full like giant like couch basically. So you have to share that with someone else because of all these nerd losers going alone. I'm not going alone, so I wanted 2 seats together and not in the front row, which was a tall order. And I want to say a special, complete and utter fuck you to the Fandango app for fucking ordering tickets. Because not only do they charge you $1 service fee for every ticket, or $1.50 I think for every ticket, right, Adam?
That sounds about right, yeah.
$1.50 ordering tickets on.
I don't usually go through those kind of things.
It's the only way to do it.
I just usually wait, man.
Yeah, well, anyway, so I don't usually either, but now that the Dream Loungers exist, you have to reserve your seats anyway.
Okay.
You know, so it's like, whatever. But, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, look at all these show times are available. And I click on, all right, well, let's try Friday at, like, 10 o'clock. That seems like a little bit off hour. You know, I'm not seeing it in 3D, because fuck that.
Right.
Because this movie is not filmed in 3D. And J.J. Abrams was like, hey, we didn't film any of this in 3D. That was all done without my, like, input. So the 3D-ification was done post. So, nope, don't care. I'm going there, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. This, like, the smaller theater, 10 o'clock, not 3D. Open it, completely sold out. I'm like, why the fuck is it listed if it's sold out? You know what I mean? It's like, why have them up there? Why are they not grayed out if they're sold out? So I had to spend, like, 20 minutes clicking through, like, 20 different showtimes to find one with seats in them. It was ridiculous. And I'm paying an extra $1.50 for this privilege. But the earliest I could get, with seats that were in the back row center, so better than the front row center, was 12:15 a.m. Friday night / Saturday morning. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still within 10 minutes of, like, the release day, so, or 15 minutes. So it's like, you know, it'll be a late night, but, you know, worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll be able to see it kind of in league with everybody else, or, you know, in turn. Adam, you're just not able to see it. Why? What was your reasoning?
I don't know. I
You
figure
just
most places
complete
are probably
unwant
pretty
of
full.
seeing.
I don't want to see it with a bunch of people. I just don't.
Thank you,
I don't know.
Adam. I thought you said that movie theater audiences weren't bad.
They're not bad.
They are
They're
bad.
not bad. Well, they're not bad unless they're, like, packed in like sardines.
Movie theater audiences have gotten worse, and I'm just going to be on the record. And it's because cell phones. Cell phones have ruined everything. Because I sat next to someone at the Sundance, and he just had his phone open and was checking it. I was like, why? You're in a movie! You're paying for this. Why?
That's not cool.
Come on, people! It's just because it happens in every movie now. I can't think of the last movie I saw where I didn't see someone open their phone. Because, you know what, people that open your phones in movies? Every single person in the theater behind you can see your phone. Because it's a bright white, like, dot in the middle of the dark theater. Like, come on. Like, you got it on silent, but I can still see your goddamn Facebook page. Like, get the fuck out of there. Oh, it pisses me off to no end. And, like, all of the, like, ads in the theater say, please turn off, don't use your screen, because everyone can see it. But people still can't, you know, wait 10 minutes, you know, or, you know, for the fucking movie to end to chat about where they're going afterwards. I don't know. This just bothers me. It's like, come on. Etiquette, people. Anyway. There's my old man rant. Now that I'm over 30, I'm legally allowed that.
Yeah,
Is part of the Bill of Rights.
Is 30 the official old man age where you start getting the ability to do that?
Well, I don't get in a lot because I'm not really old. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But this is like I get my like 2 minutes now. I get a hot 2.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounded bad. Never mind.
That sounded terrible. Yeah.
I get a quick 2.
Got it.
It's better. I get a steaming no. Okay, Adam. So that's my hot take of movie. You just don't like crowds in movie theaters? I hate it too.
I'm okay with some, but like just when it gets to where like I have to have people packed in on either side of me, and
you like room for your elbows to breathe.
Yeah.
Just a little elbow room. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get kind of because those seats are so like I'm such a wide guy anyway, like just by body structure.
Yeah.
That like, you know, I fit my ass in the seat, and then like, yeah, I'm already like invading the territory of other seats just because my shoulders are so wide. Practically.
Yeah, same here, man. That's why I hate planes.
Yeah, and if it gets packed in and stuff, it's just uncomfortable. Trying not to be a nuisance to other people and trying to remain somewhat comfortable and concentrate on what's going on. So.
Yeah, I just want to. I hate that shit too because it's just like, seriously, I when like I'm in a plane and then someone tries to like lean their seat back and it hits my knees, it happens every single time I fly. There's absolutely no way it won't happen every single time I fly. And they hit my knees, and I'm just like, and you can see it because this happened before. Where they're just like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I did this on purpose. I'm 6'5" because I want to have my knees banged into in a plane every fucking time. You know what I mean? It's just like, you're the asshole person. God damn it. People that lean their seats back in planes, I swear. Yeah. Because it's like people that stand up at concerts. They're like in the like not front area. It's like now everyone behind you has to stand up. Now I have to lean my seat back so that I can have more leg room. And then the person behind me does. And then the person at the back of the plane is fucked. Because those seats don't lean back. Anyway. That's another old man rant. Let's move to a different topic so I can stop ranting. Adam, you want Just Cause 3? But you can't. Why can't you?
I can. I just
you can't justify the expense?
Well, not yet. I mean, I don't know. I'm still playing Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 pretty hard.
I know that.
So didn't really
still
want to get
falling
it yet.
hard?
Yeah, I'm just afraid that if I do, I'll want to play it for a little bit to kind of test it out, and it'll distract me, and I'll never.
You're just
play
afraid
Fallout
that
again.
it's going to stop you?
Yeah, kinda.
I have already hit that.
Because I do have I have like the fucking ADHD with video games where I'm playing one until the next new one comes out.
Yep.
And I'm like, ooh, shiny thing, and I pick it up, play with it for a while.
I know.
A new shiny thing comes along.
That happened to me with
Well, it definitely happened with me with MGS5.
Yep.
Because Fallout came out. But
that happened to me with MGS5 with Fallout.
Yeah.
That happened to me with Fallout 4 with Minecraft. I was just like...
Well, also, MGS5 took me from Witcher.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
It's one game ruins the others. Too many games, Adam. Too many good games.
That's the problem, yes.
Yeah, but what's also taking
Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Also, the problem is the type of games I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is that...
Big games.
Yes. Witcher, MGS5...
Big open world games that take...
All games you could easily spend over 100 hours in.
Yeah, yeah. You just don't have time.
Yeah. It's just...
Too many cookie totes to eat. You
Yeah.
can't eat a cookie tote and witch at the same time.
No. It's hard to be...
You can't...
Witchering.
You can't control Geralt with a cookie in your hand.
Uh-uh.
You need both of those thumbsticks.
Oh, you do. You do. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But... So, I mean, Just Cause is kind of appealing in the fact that it's not... I mean, it is open world. There is a ton of stuff to do, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, it's not like... I don't have to worry about the story. I don't have to worry about the rich lore of Just Cause 3.
Yeah, you could just play Just Cause 2, because it's pretty much the same game.
Well, I want to play it when it's prettier with big explosions and a wingsuit, but...
I mean, it's pretty much the same game, though. I mean, you want to go roll around in a city blowing things up. Just Cause 2 can oblige.
But do I have infinite C4 things?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know the rules of Just Cause 2.
Like rocket jets.
Adam, you know what I did? Is I installed Just Cause 2.
Yeah?
That's what I did.
Okay.
That's how I got my druthers.
See, I think I tried to play Just Cause 2 when it first came out, and I didn't... I don't know.
And you think Just Cause 3 is going to grab you?
No, I think all I played was the demo, for one thing.
Okay.
And I seem to not... I don't know. I don't think I had, like, access
I remember liking it a lot. I blew up a bunch of stuff real good when I played it.
Well, yeah, but you had the game. I was just playing the demo.
I see. Maybe the demo was a bad slice.
I think it probably was, or I didn't get what was going on at the time. Because I didn't know much about Just Cause when Just Cause 2 came out.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've heard enough people who liked Just Cause 2 and...
Yeah. Say this one's good, too.
The explosions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I'm I'm wanting to get it, but money and do I really need to get another game right now?
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel about a lot of games, like Star Wars Battlefront, right?
I don't feel so bad about that one because I don't know. For one thing, I don't think I'm ready for more Battlefield. And I also heard that this is pretty much a pretty stripped down Battlefield.
Yeah, it's much simpler.
Yeah.
Which I don't take as a good thing. Adam, do you want to know something else about Battlefield 4?
What was that?
You want to jump in? Still updating. A map pack came out last month, Adam.
Really?
Yeah, for veterans like you and me, like the premium members.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, it was a two like well-loved Battlefield 2 maps were like re-upscaled for Battlefield 4. Apparently, it's still a big crowd playing that, so I might have to try and reinstall that because playing that Battlefront demo got my like large-scale combat, like shooting kind of itch, scratched a little bit, or it started to itch a little bit, So I was like, shit, I could just, play that, I already got that, and it's not Star Wars themed, but I could level up my classes and weapons, which you can't do in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which just feels like a little bit less of a game. I don't know. But it's kind of the same idea. It's just like, I don't know. Do I got too much other games to play. Like, do I really need... I still got to finish The Witcher. I got to finish Metal Gear Solid 5. I got to finish Fallout 4. God damn it. There's too much to do.
I know. It just piles up.
It just piles up. It's a big pile. And, you know what else is a big pile?
What?
Humble Bundle is a big pile.
Yeah.
So I haven't I almost said shored this with you. As like a plurality of the word shared.
Yeah.
With you. So I have a Humble Bundle account. Let's go through the complete sequence of events, Adam. Do you want to guess what happened? It's made me not like Humble Bundle.
No.
Any clue?
No, I can't help. I don't know. I'm not sure why you wouldn't like it.
Let me just check. This is November 30th. Here we go. Humble Bundle email. Contact at humblebundle.com. Someone near Billings, Montana, U.S. with the IP address blank. Let me just say it, because fuck this person. 184-166-12953 is trying to access a secure portion of your Humble Bundle account. If this is you, please enter the following code into your browser. A code. If this is not you, we strongly encourage you to reset your password, as your account may have been compromised. You okay there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You're breathing loudly there.
Sorry.
It sounded like you had hurt yourself.
No. I'm good. I was just reaching for some water.
Okay. But you get that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened. I was like on my tablet in the morning, just, reading. And I was like, oh shit, that's weird. Somebody, had my password, because, this comes when you try and log in from a new thing. And I was like, somebody has my password name. So I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. I better switch my password. And, I don't know, maybe later in the day I get to it, because I was like, whatever. This email account's fine. They can't enter this code. I'm sure they were just trying to see if, they could do it or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that it would be okay to wait. I shouldn't have waited.
No.
So I logged in Humble Bundle. Just because it was... And then this was December 9th, maybe? 8th. I logged in, and I was like, all right, I'll just check this out, because there was a new Humble Bundle, the Neo Geo 25th Anniversary Bundle. Has a bunch of old Neo Geo games like Samurai Showdown 2. A lot of these games have been ported to run on PC, these old Neo Geo arcade games. I'm like, shit, I love Neo Geo arcade games. Oh, Samurai Showdown, I'll chip in $15 to, the charity. And apparently you can choose your charity now. So you can select your one from a database of thousands of charities. So you can pick your own personal charity. now to support for these bundles that aren't like specific to a charity. So I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. So let's do that. And I did that. And then I was like, I didn't buy it. And I was like, I'll log in, look at my account. And I was like, oh yeah, I got all these games I didn't redeem yet, Adam.
Yeah.
So many games.
Yeah.
Because, I didn't redeem the Steam keys. I did a lot of them, but there's, clearly a couple bundles that I had purchased, whether it was like on a secondary computer where I didn't have Steam or Origin installed, or on a tablet or on my phone. And I was just like, I'll activate the Steam keys when I get to my computer, They're fine. They're just going to be here. You know what I mean? I've got my key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Humble Bundle will hold on to the key until I need to use it. Well, even if they don't have access to your email where they get the number from the activation, they certainly can take all of the games that you have. And I lost like 25 games.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we got Batman Arkham City, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
I'd play those.
I bet.
Got that one's a rough one. Sid Meier's Civ 5 and all the DLC. It's kind of a rough one too, so I love those games. Civ 4 and Civ 3 as well. But I have Civ 5, but I don't have all the DLC for it. So it's kind of like it would have been nice to have that because I would totally play that like right now if I could.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, all right, that kind of sucks. It's like, what the fuck, like. And Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, I kind of would love to try that, and so I sent him a message, I said, I got this, it's not me, I changed my password, I didn't think anything of it, because, my email was still secure, so I was like, well, whatever, they can attempt to log in and fail.
Yeah.
So I win, and it looks like a lot of the bundles that I didn't redeem have now, like, gift codes, URLs that you can send.
Yeah.
Like a gift URL instead of a Steam code that you can just pull. And so I don't really know because it's not clear. I think you can choose whether or not you want to gift them or get Steam keys. Okay. I think is what you can choose. And so the ones that are now like an entire bundle is just like gifted, and if I click the URLs that it gives me for each one of the gifts, it just says someone already claimed this gift. Okay, yeah. So I was like, great, that's good. I didn't. I have none of these games on Steam right now, which is crazy because I thought I kept up with it, but I guess not. And so I sent this on the 9th. They responded back to me the next day saying, can you send us 2 transaction IDs with purchases that you made to verify that this is indeed you. You know what I mean? We want to know it's you. So I did, and no response. And that was a week ago.
Okay.
Some great support going on here.
Yeah.
With a possible security breach of an account, and absolutely no response. It's real bad. I just want to warn people. And that's what I've said. I'm not gonna like trash on my inability to fucking actually claim the shit that I bought. That's my bad. But also, I think there was like a little bit of just thought that it would be secure on their end. You know what I mean? It's like if you were to like order some like charity item. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll hold it at the store for you. And then you get there and you're like, oh, yeah, we don't lock up at night, So you just they just took it. You should have come earlier. They're like, oh, good. Thank you for not having good security. And my things were stolen. Like, yeah, it was a charity. And the charity's got their money, I'm sure. That's fine. But it's like still, like, I donated with the thought that I was getting this thing, too. It was kind of like a fun thing. And looking online... This is not an isolated issue. Apparently this is a big deal right now, is that just people are going through and, like, going into Humble Bundle accounts that they, like, steal passwords off of. Because I'm pretty sure my Humble Bundle password wasn't super secure, compared to other ones I've had. and they just either got scammed at some point and they haven't admitted that their database got pulled, or some other database had links to it or something that got pulled. But anyway, someone was able to log in to my account and steal all of my stuff. And I now have two-factor authentication on my account. I didn't then, but I still had email authentication enabled, which should have been enough because my email is secure. You know what I mean? Like, I have it. It's got, like, I use a password algorithm. My email is a separate thing altogether from that. You know what I mean? So, like, my email is secure. Like, it uses completely different password, like, settings than my regular password generation that I do. So it's like, no way you could have this one. You know what I mean? That's my super secure account. That's also two-factor auth. You know what I mean? So it's like, I should be good. And no one's tried to log into my email or, my Google account from anywhere else, because you'll get that, message saying someone tried to log in from this IP address. And, it'll send the two-factor auth code to my phone. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of bullshit, man. That's lame. Adam, redeem your shit now.
Yeah.
Do it before you forget about it, because, they obviously don't give a fuck about security, and they don't give a fuck about responding to people that have issues. Because it's been a week. It's been 7 days. More than 5 business days, which is what they said it could take. That's it. That sucks.
Yeah, totally.
Humble Bundle BS. Did that. Well, I'll tant something for next week there, because I don't want to get into it this week, so I don't have a ton of time left. Because there's a game I've been playing, Haddam Ham.
Yeah.
A little game I like to call Story of Seasons. We'll tant that for next week. But that is a Harvest Moon game for the 3DS. It just came out. And this was a game that, it's called Story of Seasons. So, like, the Harvest Moon team at, like, Natsume, right? They, like, left Natsume. And now they make Harvest Moon games with a different name. Because I guess they don't have the licensing for the Harvest Moon IP. That sick IP. Adam, are you awake?
Yeah. No, I think I got cut out for a second there or something. I didn't hear the last bit.
Story of Seasons, Adam.
Story of Seasons.
The game I've been playing on my 3DS.
Okay. Yep.
Tanting that. I will talk about it next week. I'm tanting
Sounds
it.
good.
Story of Seasons.
Is it like an RPG or?
It's a Harvest Moon game.
Harvest Moon. Okay. Cool.
You know Harvest Moon, right?
Yeah.
For those who don't
Farming
know,
type thing.
Harvest Moon is like a farming / RPG / dating simulator.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Japanese thing, but it's kind of fun. It's real. I don't know how to describe it. It kind of just scratches that itch of like kind of like a little bit of the strategy game, a little bit of the RPG, because you're like planting crops, and then each day you have to do chores. But like it's kind of like you play like weeks and weeks and weeks in game, and like you kind of slowly accumulate wealth and items and stuff, and it just kind of has that good like, oh, I'll just play a couple days, set it down. Level up my cow to get better milk out of it, Just kind of dumb shit like that. I don't know. It just really scratches an itch for me, and I've played a ton of the games. But they've, Japanese company, Natsume, makes them, but I guess the people that are behind the team, like, kind of made their own company now.
Okay.
And so they're not releasing Harvest Moon games anymore. They're called Story of Seasons for, like, licensing purposes. But they're actually Harvest Moon games.
That's cool.
Like, they're for real, actual Harvest Moon games in Japan, but I think in the U.S. they have to be called something else.
Right.
It's weird. Anyway,
Okay.
So I'm playing that, and I need some bachelor advice.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about my ladies.
Okay.
And who I need to pursue, and how it's going.
All right.
I'll give everybody options, get you some selects, some photos, a couple snappies, little snapshots.
Yeah.
So you can make your decisions based on that. I can get listener feedback on this if we want. I think I know where my heart wants.
Yeah.
But I just need some advice. I'm just going to run it past my bros. You know what I mean?
Okay.
See which lady is the right choice. That and I am hosting Christmas at this apartment for my
Really?
family.
That's awesome.
I'm cooking a chicken and a bunch of food.
Now, see, you say I'm the old man hitting 31, but
Yep.
you're the one who's like hosting Christmas at your fucking house. Like, that's still not.
So you're saying that
happening
I'm
over here.
farther ahead of you than you are at the current level that you're at?
I'm saying that even though I'm 31 and you're 30, you're still older because you're hosting Christmas. Yes.
You're saying I'm doing more adult things
Yes.
than hypothetically partaking cookies and watching Adventure Time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do those things too, at least the cookies and the Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But I also know how to cook a mean Thanksgiving spread.
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet.
You need to get there, man.
Although I did have a nice steak dinner and mashed potatoes and
Did you make it?
vegetables. No. It was made for me as part of a birthday present. And it was really
Okay.
good.
Good job. I thought you were going to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I cooked it. I'm like, no, never mind.
No,
I didn't do
No, I
anything.
didn't. I enjoyed it.
That,
It's
hey,
really
good for you. Cooking a steak is very easy, Adam.
Yeah.
Really not. It's really hard to mess that up. So I mean, you just cook it,
Okay.
grill it, or put it on a pan, and then.
I believe I could probably mess it up.
I mean, yeah, you could. It'd be hard though, because it's really just down to testing. The key to steak making is knowing doneness by just touching the steak without having to like cut it open and ruin the juices.
I know, according to Gordon Ramsay, that different parts of my face will tell me how well
Face?
it is. Yeah. Like the middle of your cheeks are like, basically.
Oh, that
raw.
doesn't work. You use the hand method.
And then like your higher cheeks is like
Jamie Oliver, man.
medium.
Hand method.
Forehead is like well done.
Look up the Jamie Oliver hand method.
Yeah.
Right? So, Adam, I want you to do it right now. Take your hand up in front of you.
Okay.
Palm facing your screen, like ahead of you, right?
Okay.
Pinch your index finger and your thumb. Right? Now feel the flesh right underneath the base of your thumb. Right?
Underneath the
is
base of
rare.
my thumb?
Yes. Right underneath your thumb. The squishy, like, little
yeah.
pad right underneath your thumb on your
Yeah.
palm.
Yeah.
That is rare. Now touch your pinky to your thumb.
Okay.
Your flesh underneath your thumb now, that's well done. And then that's the scale in between each finger. That's my way I do it. You can feel the difference in, depending on which finger you're using, how squishy it is. So you want medium rare. You want your middle finger or your ring finger. Anyway,
Okay.
that's how I get steaks. That's my steak secret. Steak
I see.
secrets. Done.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I don't know. I'll talk about next week how it went.
Yeah, that should be
Everything
cool.
went on fire. There'll be 8 of us, I think, here.
So, right, next week, are you guys doing like an early Christmas?
Yeah. I think my mom is on call for Christmas,
Oh, okay.
so it's like, well, I'll just come up this weekend, the 20th, I guess,
Yeah.
and just do it then. I don't know when you're coming up. Not the 20th.
No. I think it'll probably be like the 27th or 30th or something like that. Like it's that week after Christmas.
Yeah, we'll iron out details later.
Yeah.
But that will be post both any sort of Christmas,
Yes.
visit.
Yes.
Okay. Before we end, let me check what time we're at. How are we doing time wise? We're just about good. This is perfect.
Yeah.
One final dibby dab before we skedaddle.
Okay.
Adam, MST3 Kickstarter went pretty big.
Yeah.
Over $6 million raised,
Yeah.
which is, I think, the largest media Kickstarter, they said.
That would not surprise me.
It's the most they've made for any sort of like movie or TV like media Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. That's a ton of money, Adam.
That is.
Do you want to guess how much I pledged?
I think I see in the note here. And
Oh, God.
I was
reading the notes for once.
amazed.
Why did I do that, Adam?
I don't know.
I don't have any
Did you do
money.
that?
I pledged $85. I almost did $100, which gives you like all the physical gifts as well as just the
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
So the $85 was the straight. Just give me digital downloads, everything you do.
Well, I'd have gone 100. I mean, if you're already doing 85.
Oh no, Adam, that was my thought. Until you pledge 100, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we want $20 for shipping." It's like, okay, it's $120 then, instead of just a straight 85.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
Yes, exactly. So I was like, okay, that's $40 difference instead of $15 difference.
Yeah,
I don't think I want that coffee cup that much.
No.
So, yeah, because there was a coffee cup and I think a shirt, and I'm not going to wear the shirt much, but the coffee cup I'd use a lot because I love coffee cups.
Yeah.
Hot gift tip: you want to get me a cool gift? Give me a cool coffee cup because I fucking love coffee cups. That's it. No one will hear this, but
no,
that's my gift tip.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I got excited. I kind of got swayed at the end because like they were offering 10 old episodes for free to download.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's 10 episodes right there of good stuff. I already probably have all of them anyway, but whatever. And I wanted to donate, but then he posted he wanted to like keep the show low budget, and they mentioned a lot of fun guest writers, which a lot of people were excited. They're like, I don't know, someone on my Facebook feed sarcastically posted like, oh, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, those guys totally don't get enough exposure. Let's put them on this show, instead of no name writers. And I was like, yeah, I guess. I kind of feel that way too. It's like, I don't care about it. What really sold me was that Joel was like, yeah, I kind of toured the country over the years since MST3K, and I got these like 10 staff writers that I want to use. And like here, one of them's like a high school teacher. One of them's, I was like, that's the people I want writing the show. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want like fucking MST3K style, like regular people nerds, that like are really funny. And Joel's like, these people are really funny, and I've met them, and I'm excited to have them work on this. That's the what I want in my show. And I was like, okay, that he knows what he's doing here. He wants to get a lot of fun input from around the U.S. Just regular Joes, kind of how the show started on a shoestring. So I'm excited for that. That got me a little bit more excited. And then getting 10 old episodes really kind of sealed it. And I was like, because those cost like $10 a piece anyway on their website to just download them. So I'm like, that's like $100 worth of stuff there. Plus I'll get 14 new episodes. Because once they had also gotten to the 6 million mark, they were like, we're making 13 and we're going to throw a bonus 14th one in because we got a bunch of pledges off the site on like the add-on stuff. So I was like, sweet, 14 episodes. Awesome. I'm excited. Yeah, so I don't know. I turned around on it. As I can do. I will admit, I was grumpy before, but I eventually was won over. So we'll talk about the Star Trek trailer next week.
Okay.
Because I have not seen it. I forgot to watch it.
Oh,
Adam saw it. I know. This is something Adam did that I didn't do. I didn't mention for you to watch it, though.
No.
But I was going to watch it because I knew you had because you posted about it.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about Johnny Flash next week.
Okay.
Because you mentioned that lazily at the end of last episode. I guess I could talk about that. But the final thing is Star Wars hype, Adam. You been hearing the hype?
I've been hearing...
You going to be able to avoid the spoilers?
Well, that's what I'm worried about. I've been hearing a lot of the hype.
Just cut yourself off of Reddit. I had a friend that just like desperately posted like Facebook's like, who's just browsing Reddit, and a giant spoiler like right on the front page. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm out.
Yeah.
I can take the rest of the week off. So I'm just kind of limiting myself to a small online community that I frequent, the Quarter to Three video game forum, which is great. There's a plug for them here. Great website. Support the guy. Tom Chick runs it. I've been on his podcast. He's a cool guy. But I made there's 2 threads in the movie section, and there's one that is okay to step in called the Star Wars Episode 7 official release date. And then I created a thread because there was not a clamor for it, but I figured it needed to exist. The Star Wars Episode 7 Wretched Hive of Rumor and Spoilers thread. Which will be the I've seen the movie, let's talk about the plot. So hopefully I can stay in that first speculation thread and just hear like, oh, so-and-so said this movie's great, and they said it really recaptured the original. Adam, have you heard the reviews?
No, I've been trying to just like avoid any...
Do you want to know the tomato meter score?
Sure.
97.
Damn. That's good.
Yes. People said Yeah, he did it.
Awesome.
He recaptured the spirit of the original.
I hope
and with a new cast. It's at 94 now.
Okay.
It's some critics have pooped on it a bit, but 181 reviews, only 10 negative.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
they're
good.
like, it's just a fresh take on an old thing while not feeling different. I think William Letch, who's a TV critic or TV movie critic kind of guy, I think he also writes for sports and stuff. But he said it reminded him of what what's his name? Who's the guy who died and I won the death pool for? Roger Ebert. Thank you. He had said this about the original Star Wars film, is that it was kind of one of those movies that, and this happens in some movies, you know what I'm talking about, where you're sitting in the theater and you just forget you're watching a movie. You're just totally into the experience that's happening.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. The last movie I can think of that was like for me, Furious 7 was kind of like that a bit. You know what I mean? Like that movie was just so into itself that I just didn't even like think I was watching a movie. I was just like, I'm just in this. You know what I mean? Just like when a movie can commit to a certain level of like, you know, I don't know, just feels right. You know, because that movie had the cast, had the action, had the direction. It flowed. You know what I mean? And that's what they said about this. It's like you forget that you're sitting in a theater. You just like, oh my God, I'm back with my friends again. Like, the gang's back together. And it doesn't feel forced. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, wow. So, I'm excited. Like,
Yeah, me too.
It sounds like stunningly good reviews. Just like, it's they did it exactly the way you'd hope they would do it. And I'm like, that is awesome. And someone said like, only J.J. Abrams could do this because he's like the ultimate like movie like filmmaker mimic. You know, like. You know, with 8mm or not 8mm, what's it, Super 8. He like copied Spielberg, you know, like, and this one he's able to like copy that original Star Wars trilogy feel, you know, into this. So,
awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited, super excited. And if you're super excited for that, be excited for the Tant and watch the Star Trek trailer.
Yeah.
Because Fast and Furious director Justin Lin is directing that film, and Simon Pegg wrote it.
Yeah,
which sounds awesome, and it sounds like it's an action movie.
Yes,
which is awesome.
Yep.
For me, I know if you're a Star Trek nerd, you could be kind of bummed, but you know what? Watch Next Generation another time.
Yeah, it's kind of my feeling too.
I'm enjoying this new take. Mm-hmm. I understand this isn't the Star Trek of old. But I'm enjoying it for what it is as well.
Yeah, this is like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
Trek.
Exactly. It was like it turned Star. That's why I said when J.J. Abrams was going to work on Star Trek, I was like, oh, he made that awesome Star Wars movie called Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, great, awesome, because those were really like Star Trek or Star Warsy.
Yeah.
So I feel like he could do it. So I'm very hyped. I'm like full of hype for this.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Okay. Anything else you want to chat?
That'll probably do it. I think.
Yeah, I think we're done. Adam, it's time for your word of the day.
Yeah.
Adam's word of the week.
My word of the week is Tumescent.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Don't be a bulbous tumescent.
No, don't be.
Don't get all turgid.
Don't be bringing bulbous in here.
That's the thing, man. Like, I know you're not into botany, but when I was in botany in college, you use words like tumescent and bulbous and turgid to describe like stems of plants.
Yeah.
You know, because it's the turgidness comes from the liquid in the cells. So yeah. And it's gross thinking about it now.
My bad.
It's a little too close to genitalia. Too close to call. Too close to genitalia is the name of the episode.
Yeah. That's the way a lot of plant parts are, though. I mean, that's...
It is. Plants are secretly gross.
Oh, yeah.
You just look at a couple plant stems and... You know, what's her name? The artist had it. What's the vagina painter lady?
O'Keefe.
Yeah, Georgia O'Keeffe, man. She drew flowers that were all vaginas because flowers kind of look like vaginas.
Well, flowers kind of are vaginas. Like,
That's true, exactly. And then there's the penis-looking part of the flower that's like,
Pistol.
flowers look like dicks and vaginas.
Yeah. Because that's what they are. They're the sex organs. Of
Yeah, they're the sex organs.
Yeah.
So when you're smelling a flower, you put a big old dick in your face.
Exactly.
A flower dick. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for listening. We will catch you next week. Adam, thank you for joining me.
Gladly.
We're going to probably have to record next week. We'll have to plan that out because I'm sure holidays are coming.
Oh, they are.
We can do Monday, Tuesday. I'm free both.
Yeah, I think you should be fine.
Yeah, that'll be easy. We can do a little Christmas episode. Mm-hmm. And while you're visiting, Adam, I thought maybe we could do a Christmas is Terrible episode.
Oh, my.
It's been so long.
Yes,
that may be a hint for the listeners.
Yeah.
Even though it'll be past Christmas. We can still record it, though. And put it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? Close enough to the holidays. I think that, like, the Christmas-style stuff, you know what I mean, can last all the way up till the 1st. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
You get that week after Christmas. It's still part of the break, you know?
I think 12 days, right? Christmas.
Whoa. Adam, you roboted up again.
Oh, sorry.
Say that again?
I think you got 12 days.
Yeah. The 12 days of Christmas.
Yes. See, that gets you into January.
Yeah. It's still part of the holiday season, you know?
And then, Boxing Day.
Exactly. And then the New Year's is kind of its own holiday, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a part of the holiday canon. So we'll have, I think you can plan on trying to do that. We'll find something fun. Have a little quick ep, and then we'll do episode 200, which probably won't come out until mid-January because we lost an episode here.
Yeah.
But whatever. So thank you for listening. We'll catch you all next week. That is what's the plans to come. Also, I'm going to buy a bunch of gross Asian market stuff for us to eat on air.
Yeah.
Because that is fun. I listened back to that episode. Had a listener tweet at me about it. They listened back to that episode. Bite Rewind hashtag he put in, and it was the I believe the cookies that were basically powder in my mouth.
Oh God, those things were terrible.
They were awful.
They were like the driest Fig Newtons ever.
It was like the cinnamon challenge, the cookie.
Yeah.
So we will have some fun like that, and some fun drinks, and all sorts of fun shenanigans in your future. Thank you for listening, and we hope that you have a great holidays and a great Star Wars holiday as well.
Yes.
You got Star Wars Christmas, regular Christmas, New Year's.
May the Force and Santa be with you.
Oh, man. If only. There could be one.
The Santa Force.
Be with you. That's it. I guess we got lots of stuff going on here. Have you ever watched the show, the regular show?
I've seen a few episodes of it. I think I would like to see more, but I haven't. I haven't seen a whole lot of it.
Okay. It's good. Good story. Ready to go. Are we I can't think of anything else. So yeah, let me Okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Let's do this thing then.
196. Don't be like me and read and name it the wrong thing.
Okay.
Because that's what I did on the website.
I see.
It is now correctly named.
Cool.
Do you know what the episode name was?
A bit by the bot or a bit of the
Oh,
bot
yeah.
Yeah.
The episode title page, like image, also is the wrong number. It says 196 because for some reason I thought it was 196. But I think the episode, I don't even know if the link works. It totally works. What the fuck then? Anyway. We'll see if Libsyn has anything to say about it. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Episodes. Make sure it's called the right number. Let's download a podcast. Adam, take it away.
A whole new world.
Well, you gotta sing. What are you, fucking Kirk?
Yep.
You're the worst. I left you the easiest part to sing.
Is it?
It is. Because you know the words. You don't even have to think of the words. You know it by heart, Adam.
I know a whole new world.
Exactly.
That's about it.
It's a whole new world. You could even sing it low. You don't even have to go up.
World.
There we are.
I don't know the next part, though.
That's all you needed. That's all I wanted.
Okay. I see. Well, that's good.
I just need the next, couple bars.
Sure.
Born in the 80s, episode 196. Let's do it.
All right.
Adam, you pepped?
Yeah.
Get ramped up. I want you to
ramped.
name the first word that comes into your head. Go.
Pump.
Pump?
Yes.
Okay. Are you looking at something in your bedroom?
No.
Okay.
I actually, weirdly enough, I was thinking of
It was the
album,
penis pump in my bedroom.
It was the album Pump by Aerosmith.
That's worse than having a penis pump, actually.
Right?
If you had that album in your bedroom, it would be worse.
That would be worse.
Because you wouldn't need the penis pump. You just look at that album to get completely turgid.
Wow. Okay.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite word for an erection.
I was gonna say that's a pretty good one.
Turgid.
I like tumescent.
Tumescent. Bulbous.
Nah.
Basically any word that George R. R. Martin uses to describe dongs. Because he does it in the most gross way possible. Let's start.
Okay.